Here we go, here we go. Have a look at this. Okay, pushing through here. There it is there. Sight! Sight! Gotta be very careful not to step on these fellas. That is a fish. Look at the mullet over there. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit! Holy smokes, dude! Stop, 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 stop! Whoa! Are you kidding me? There he goes, there he goes. What is going on, my doggies? Welcome back to another video. Hey, we have just woken up in absolute paradise, mate. I pulled up here last night at probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was driving the whole entire night. We're on the side of the road. We've got big semi trucks passing us. We are going on one hell of an adventure. You and me, we're going bush solo for a couple of weeks. Could be a couple of weeks, could be a couple of months. I've got no idea. Have a go at this. We've got the troopy absolutely packed up right now. We've got one surfboard just in case we can find a couple of waves. We've got this bag is just loaded with fishing rods, every fishing rod under the sun. We've got hunting bow and arrows. We've got fishing bow and arrows in here. We've got hunting arrows, fishing arrows, couple of clothes. Look, the whole entire car is just loaded with fishing gear, toys, and it's just gonna be an all-round good bloody time. So probably one of the biggest missions that I'm gonna have over the next couple of weeks is to not buy food. The aim of the game is to not buy food whatsoever over the next couple of weeks. Obviously, I've got a couple of condiments in the car. I've got a little bit of rice. We've got sauces. We've got a couple of little bits and pieces to get by. But the main food, you know what I mean? Like a big bit of fish or maybe a big bit of goat meat or a big mud crab or something. These kind of things we can't be buying. We've got to go out there and catch it. We've got everything under the sun, bow and arrows, fishing rods, throw nets, bloody hand lines, every kind of fishing rod you can think of, but what we don't have is a spear. And I want to make a spear from scratch. So that's what we're going to be doing straight off the bat. I'm driving up north here, we're going to find a couple of materials, we're going to make a spear, and then we're going to use that spear throughout the next couple of weeks to try to launch that at fish, at crabs, or whatever we can to try to get a feed. So that's what I'm thinking. We've got limited food, not going to let myself buy food, we've got to catch it off the land. I'm gonna neck this coffee, jump in the troopy, and let's go, doggies. I'm bloody excited. It's been a while. Oh, let's get it done. Righto. We've just arrived on location to see if we can pull a couple of spear shafts out of this little creek. So what I've done is I've just pulled up on the side of the road. This is a completely random little creek here. But what happens is inside these creeks, often you get these big bamboo shoots that come shooting up. Bamboo is what I'm going to look for to try to make this spear shaft. Right now, all the other materials around here, we don't really have that hardwood shaft to make a spear. So bamboo shoots, that's what we're looking for. Big, straight ones. Well, there is no shortage of bamboo here. There is heaps of it. We just got to find that one or two, maybe I'll take one or two lengths of bamboo, but we want them to be as straight as possible, and that's going to be the issue. That one there is an absolute ripper. You want to take this one? There we go. That is a beautiful spear shaft. Ugh. All right, we've got 3 different spear shafts here. Look at this, big, beautiful bits of bamboo. Very, very straight. Some of them are not so straight, but it doesn't matter too much. What I've done is I've got 3 different diameter pieces of bamboo. So that's probably looking at about 25 mil thick. This one here, probably 32 mil, pretty close to 32 mil thick. And then this one here, yeah, probably, yeah, same 30-ish mil thick. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna bring them up here, and we just don't need these fluffy, obviously we don't need these fluffy ends, so we'll just get rid of them, chuck them on the roof rack of the car, and we'll keep punching. Just like that, we've got 3 big, beautiful spear shafts here. These things are pretty straight. They should be good fun. We'll be able to gather a bit of food with these. We'll make the spear a little bit later on. I'm just gonna strap these up on the roof rack. If you guys can notice around up here in these trees, there's a lot of wind blowing right now. And I wanted to pull up. I've probably got about a 3-hour drive ahead of me. And then we've got a little bit of a fishing spot where I wanted to stop. It is about a 2.5-hour detour on the trip, but if there's fish there, we're definitely going to be filling that freezer first up. So maybe we'll stop there, maybe I won't. We'll just make that call as we're driving. But we've got 3 beautiful spear shafts here. I'm going to put them on top of the car. We're going to keep moving. Welcome to the wild, wild west of Western Australia. Look at these big cliff faces here. This is where I wanted to fish off. This is where I was planning to come and punch a couple of lures out here, but it is so windy, we're not fishing. But what we are doing, we're still gonna be able to gather a little bit of food. I'm gonna have to scale down this cliff. On the bottom down there, there is a heap of food. Some of my favorite food going. So we're gonna have to climb down this cliff here. I'm out here by myself, I'm completely solo. No one knows where I am right now. Every now and then there's a big wave that comes up here and it's just smacking up along this cliff face. So that one there was a small one. There's a lot bigger ones. I need to get down there. So we've just got to be very, very vigilant. Keep an eye out. But we're gonna go eat our first thing for the day. Not good, not good. That wave come right up there then. We want to be on there. I'm gonna have to time it. Alright, so what we're doing here is we're after a couple of oysters. We're just gonna get this knife. I've also got a cheeky little treat in my back pocket here. A little jar of Tabasco sauce. So just with a knife and Tabasco sauce, we are gonna have one of the best feeds in the world. I've got to be very, very careful. The waves crashing in the background here, but we'll get a couple. We've just got to be patient, wait for a lull, run out there, have a feed, run back. Look at all the oysters that are in here. There are heaps and heaps of oysters. There's no shortage of them. Look at them all there. This is where the waves are coming up here though, so we've just got to be very on our toes. Let's go, let's have a feast. Ow! Oh, look at the size of this thing. We're eating good. Look at this thing. That there is the perfect example of a fresh, beautiful oyster, just pulled straight off the rocks. Tabasco sauce. Get out of this, yeah? Little bit of Tabasco. Dribble that on there, bang, bang, bang. That's breakfast and lunch in one. I've got a whole pile of oysters down here. I'm just gonna keep going. A little bit of Tabasco, a little bit of this. Keep an eye on that ocean. That is a breakfast. Nothing beats this. I'm very much looking forward to the next couple of weeks out bush. This is how we're going to be eating every day. Oh man. Very, very good. Look at that. Endless supply of oysters. We're not fishing, but we're still eating good. Oh! That has most definitely filled that little hole that I had in my stomach. We've just sucked down about 20 to 30 oysters, half a bottle of Tabasco sauce. Absolutely bloody beautiful. That's breakfast and lunch sorted. Got to start thinking about dinner now. And it's obviously way too windy on this cliff to be fishing, especially from the top of the cliff. The wind is just coming up and swirling around. It's going to be a shit show if we try fishing here. So we'll jump back in the troopy. Let's just see where this afternoon takes us, but we've got to try to gather dinner somehow. So let's go back in the troopy. Let's keep going. That was a bloody beautiful feed. Oh, look at that wave that just come in then. One thing that I will say, if you guys are ever going to come out here by yourself like this and do what I just did then, please never turn your back to the ocean. There are so many memorials along this coastline. There's plaques which have been drilled into the actual rock itself with people's names, their families, remembering them, being washed off this exact place. All the way along this cliff line. It is very, very important to always keep your eye on the ocean. You never know when a wave's going to come. If I got knocked in there, bumped my head, no one knows where I am right now. Mac 10's got no idea where I am. You just got to be super, super vigilant. But at the same time, you can't wrap yourself up in bubble wrap and live a little girly life, can you? So we made it to the top. We're full of oysters. Let's keep moving. Look at that. There's a fishing sinker right there. Thank you very much. All right, we'll keep punching. That was a good feed. Very satisfied. Ow! You know what we might do actually? Before we leave this area, there is a place that you can fish in a wind like this, and this is where we are right now. The wind is blowing, it's a little bit of a headland, so we're gonna have the wind directly behind us. I'm just gonna real quickly set up a little medium light setup. We'll get out there, we'll flick, see if we can get a fish on the deck, because we need to secure something for dinner. Right now, we've absolutely no food in the car. So I'll just give it an hour or two here. We'll see if we can get a fish on the deck. We've got a few good fish here in the past, so you just never know, eh? Let's give it a crack, 1 hour, and yeah, we could be eating good, who knows? Here we go, first one. Sight! Yeah, boy, that wind just takes it. All right, let's go, come on. Give me a fish on the deck. Boom! Sa! Eat him up, eat him up, eat him up. Come on, eat him up, eat him up. Bah! Doosh! That's sight! Oh! Thanks for coming! Sight! Straight into the wind. Still got a decent cast. Oosh. Tell you what, mate, time flies when you're having fun. That is 1 hour gone. Didn't really have anything major happen. There's a lot of small fish out there chasing the lure, but none of them actually had a strike. So I'm not going to waste any more time here. We've got to keep moving. Time is 2 o'clock in the arvo. So we're going to keep punching that way and just see where the afternoon takes us. But it's too windy. A lot of small fish, but nothing big. All right, I'll see you guys wherever we end up next. See. All right, let's hope the fish are as friendly and as lively as these bloody flies are right now. Done a couple of hours drive. We're up in a little bit of a mangrove system here. We've got a bow, we've got an arrow. We've got about, I don't know, the sun just set then, so we've only got about 15 minutes, 20 minutes worth of twilight, and it is gonna be dark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip my lips, load this bow up, walk to the edge of the creek, see if we can plug a fish for dinner. If not, this is going to turn into one mission. I'm not going to bed without putting some sort of grub on the table. So whether it be fishing, bow fishing, we're going to get a fish for dinner. But right now I'm going to quickly grease up here, chuck this bow into action. Let's see if we can get a fish on the deck. Bloody flies, these flies are friendly. All right, I've got to go into stealth mode, my doggies. Let's go. There's a little bit of dinner. Stingray. 1, 2, 3. Eat them up. What we've got right now is we've got an outgoing tide. Ideally what I'd love is an incoming tide. When the tide pushes up, all the fish push up with it. When the tide pushes out, all the fish push out with it. So you can see here the water's absolutely, look at it, it's just draining off these flats. It's draining out to the creek there. So what we're going to do is we're going to change plans, put the bow and arrow away for now. I might come back when it's pitch black with the bow and arrow and a torch. That's a lot of fun doing that. But what I'm going to do is put the bow and arrow away, set the noodle rod up. We're gonna go to the mouth of this river and we're gonna start chucking a few lures around the mouth of this river. What happens is, as that tide drains out, all the pelagic fish or the bigger fish, they wait for these little fish to get sucked out to sea and they feed on them out there. So that's what we're gonna do now. We'll head back that way and see if we can get a fish on the rod. If not, we'll come back at night time. That's when the mullet are at their most active and most vulnerable. Bow and arrow back out at night with a torch. It doesn't really matter how we get a feed. All we need to do is get a feed. Eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it. There it is. That's a fish. Oh, wow. We've got a fish on here. He's definitely not the biggest fish in the world. Look at that little thing. There's a little baby brim. Look at the colours in him. Here's a beautiful fish just in the corner of the lip there. Bang. All right, we're definitely gonna need something a little bit bigger than that, but there's a little fish, first fish. See ya, mate. Go on, get out of here. Oh, that's another fish. What have we got this time? Little grunter. Again, not what we're after. But if we starve to death, you can actually eat these little things. There he goes. See ya, mate. Look at that sunset. How bloody good is that? Look at this, eh? All right, this is what I'm thinking. I've got a big dirty hunting torch here. Bow and arrow. I'm gonna tape or cable tie this torch onto the handle like that. Obviously it's got to be at the right angle, so where that arrow lands is where this torch shines. So it's going to be a little bit of engineering going on here, but if we can figure that out, I reckon we'll be on tonight. We should be able to plug a couple of fish walking along this shallow bank, just have a sniff around. So I'll see if I can put that there while I'm enjoying a cold beer and that bloody beautiful sunset over there. See what we got. We'll open the toolbox and have a look. All right, to be honest, there wasn't too much engineering to go on here. All I did was tape a torch onto the bow and arrow, but oi, in all honesty, have a look at this. It works like an absolute dreamboat. There's the torch strapped onto the bow and arrow. Look at this, man. We've got full hunting. This is like a torch that you're meant to strap to a rifle, but I've strapped it to a bow and arrow. Anyway, we're going out. I can't wait for the sun to go down. I'm just gonna head out right now. This is actually working very well. Let's go and have a sniff around and see if we can get a fish. Very hard to see with this wind bellowing through. The wind's just coming down like this and just destroying that top layer of the water. If we had a high tide right now, this would be ideal. But obviously it's kind of draining tide. It's not in our favor, but there's nothing like a challenge. And it's a challenge I'm willing to accept. Oh, you're joking. That right there is a flathead. Beautiful eating. He's a little bit too small. Look at him, he's right there. Big flathead. Not big, but it's a good flathead. This one here, that size, that's 30 centimeters. Flathead have to be 30. Is easily sized. I'm not going to spook him. I'm just going to let him sit there. We're going to keep punching up this creek. See what else there is around. Got to be very careful not to step on these fellas. There's hundreds of stingrays in here, man. You don't want to be stepping on a stingray like that. It'll end your night very, very quickly. Get out of here, mate. Don't want to be stepping on stingrays. There's one right there. Oh, got him. That is fish on. Look at that shot. Smack that long tom straight in the head. That's when you know you're getting desperate for food. But torch, bow and arrow, long tom for dinner. We'll keep moving on, but we do have a fish on the deck here. That is a long tom. Here we go, here we go, here we go. There's a beautiful little flathead sitting right here. Bang, got him, got him, got him, got him. Oh shit. Go, 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 run. Ah. All right, we've got another fish on here. Bang, that is a beautiful flathead. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're starting to eat good. Look at that, that's a good fish. Now that is a beautiful eating fish. Not a bad size either. Here we go. Have a look at this down here. There's another beautiful flathead. Look at him. He's just sitting there. He doesn't even know that I'm here right now. Here's a good fish. Look at that. Big, beautiful flathead just sitting there. The arrow is right at his head right now. I'm gonna let that one go. He can swim another day. Watch him take off. Ready? Hey, buddy. Boom, off he goes. Here's a good fish. We've got one flathead. We could have eaten that one. It was not a bad one, but we'll keep pushing up this little creek here. Alright, there we go. That's like the third mosquito I've swallowed tonight. Look at this little mud crab here. It's all happening in this creek. It's pretty sick. We're getting a feed together. We're getting a feed together. Look at this little fella. Little mud crab. There you go, mate. There you going, buddy. Look at him go. A little bit too small. Bye. We are starting to scratch together one hell of a feed. Have a look at this flathead, man. These things are beautiful eating. He's gonna go real good. Beautiful, beautiful fish, that thing. Flathead there. Smoked a long tom straight in the noggin. He's also gonna be good eating. These things are kind of like bony, but look, I was in between a rock and a hard place for a little while there, but we got this one. We've got this ripper of a flathead down here, and now we're gonna keep going. I'll let one real good flathead go as well. This is madness, man. Really windy, really hard, but super fun. Oi, 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 oi. Here we go, big flathead, big flathead. Good, good, good flathead, ready? This is a big flatty. Oh shit! Holy smokes, dude! Stop, 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 stop! Whoa! Are you kidding me? Holy shit! Oh no! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Are you joking? That's next level. My arrow snapped in the fish's back. Oh, it's right there. Holy smokes. Wait, it's right here. What am I going to do? I'm just going to stab it with the arrow. Ready? Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call probably pushing 45 to 50 centimeters of flathead. That's a big dog. That's the fish we come for. Oh baby, here's a good fish. That was chaos. Oh, I love this. I love doing this. Here's a good fish, man. Yeah. Now this is the fish we've come for. That is a slob of a flathead right there. That thing will be pushing, I don't know, 50 centimeters probably. We'll measure him when we get back to the car. But that is a very good fish. That was chaos, mate. Ah, he's biting me finger, you bastard. Boy, that was chaos. Arrow went through the fish's head. I was running through the water after arrow snaps in half, lose the fish, looking around for him, and he's just sitting on the bottom like that there. Then we grabbed this dull arrow, we just plugged him again, brought him up onto shore. We've got one hell of a dinner. I'm legally allowed 8 flatheads, so what I might do is, I've got 2 now. I might do a little bit of a walk around and see if we can scrap up a couple more, because like I said, I'm out here for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month. So this would be good to chuck a couple of fillets of this in the freezer just for those hard days. This is so fun, dude. Good fish, very, very good fish. Look at this thing, big slime ball. Got to be careful of these spikes on these fish, but that there is a wonderful flathead. Look at this thing, dude. Oh yeah, doggies, we are eating good. It's probably going to be a midnight feed, but we're going to be eating good. Ow! Wait, check this out. If you guys don't know what this here is, this is called a fox whistle. I've had it in my pocket. I was actually out the other day shooting foxes with a mate. There's a fox right here, watch this. Not too sure if you guys can see this, but there's a fox on the other side of that bush over there. I'm trying to call him in with that fox whistle. He came right up along the ledge here, and then the wind must have swung a little bit. He must have got a scent of me or something, and he ran back over there. But there's a little fox out there. Little bastard. Oh, there's another one. See those eyes flashing right there in that hill? That's a fox. They're everywhere out here. They're a massive problem for the farmers around these parts. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, smoked it. Absolutely bloody smoked it. Oh no. That is another great eating fish. Look at the size of that slob. That's a big whiting. And if you have a look at that for a shot, we got him straight in the eyeball. Straight in the eye there. Hold on, I'll put him out of his misery. That right there is what I call shopping. That was a very, very productive afternoon. 2 flathead, 1 is an absolute slob, a beautiful whiting we just got then at the end of the mission. Long tom, there's a lot of food there, that's good. We're eating good. What I'll do now is I'll steam back up to where the troop dog's parked. We'll go find a campground, pull up, have a feed. I'm starving. All I've eaten the whole entire day is about 20 to 30 oysters. That's it. So these flathead are going to taste pretty bloody good. All right, let's go. Let's get out of here. Where's that fox gone? Oh, I'll see you around the kitchen. This little game changer that we've made here. Very, very fun. I'll see you in the kitchen. Here we go. Welcome to the kitchen. That was one hell of an afternoon. This thing worked so much better than I actually originally ever thought it would have. The way that torch is angled is exactly where the arrow lands. If you guys noticed, every single shot on these fish is a perfect headshot. Even that last whiting went straight through its eye. Like, every shot is a perfect headshot. Look at this feast down here, man. We've got some serious food going on. That thing right there is a slob. Look at that, headshot, headshot, headshot. And then this one, straight through its eye, out here. That is some seriously good shooting. And if you guys notice as well, I'm actually using a different bow and arrow. This is a stick bow. So it's not like the recurve bow I was using last time. This is like, well, this is my old hunting bow. This is what I used to go get goats and rabbits and stuff with, but now I've got this bad boy up here. This thing is a proper hunting bow. This thing's so sick, but you guys don't get to see those videos because YouTube probably doesn't appreciate it. Anyway, this is what we're having for dinner. Let's measure these fish and see how big they actually go. These have to be 30 centimeters long, flathead. So this one goes 38 centimeters. This big dog going from its top lip as well, so it's probably a little bit smaller. This one's going 54 centimeters. 54 centimeters. That's a big dog. All right, let's rip a couple of fillets off them. This is delicious eating. Delicious eating. I'm going to turn that now into crab bait. This is delicious eating. We've got some good eating fish here. All right, now that there is what you call a flathead. If you ever catch a flathead, you must be careful. See those spikes right there? You do not want to get stung by those spikes. Also, there's another one on its back here. See that spike right there? You do not want to get stung by that. On the side here, 2 big spikes there, one there, one there. Make sure you keep well clear of them. You'll be in a world of pain. Very, very different fish to fillet a flathead. The spine runs vertically down its back like this instead of a normal fish. You bring your knife up the top here. They've got a little bit of a weird rib cage, but once you get the knife going, you should be right. You're just going to come straight down the whole way. flip him over, come up behind this little petrol fin here, and then cut up towards his head. You're gonna break that away from there. And then you wanna come in again. Oh, if I can get the bloody knife in there. Come in again, up behind his head, and then right up in there, because I've got a little chunk of meat up in its head there. Bang, bring your knife up, split that skin. Just like that, you've got a beautiful fillet. Separate that from his stomach. And we are eating very, very good. Just like that. It's an odd shaped fillet, these flatheads, so that's what it looks like there. It's more of a round fillet, but that's what you get left with, this beautiful white pearly meat. Just gonna skin it, run your knife down, keep your knife flat, wiggle, 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 keep wiggling, bang, that skin will come off. There'll be no meat left on that skin. You can make a wallet, you can make a purse, you can do what you want with that. And that there has absolutely no skin left on it. Boom. There's a little pin bone section that runs down the back of a flathead. You want to clean that out. But that basically right there is a big fillet of fresh fish, and I'm going to destroy that. All right, I'm that bloody hungry now. It is time to finally cook. Look at this tray of fish fillets right here. We have some of the whited, like flathead and whiting are two of one of the, like, it's just the best bread and butter fish you got going. So I'm gonna do this super simple, but very, very bloody delicious. First off, we need a little bit of butter. So I'm just gonna bust a big square of butter off into this frying pan here. I'm gonna drop him in there. Boom, let that melt up. Maybe we'll go a little bit more. Oh. Bang. Yeah, look at this. All right, a little bit of butter in the pan. Very simple, very delicious. Big juicy flathead fillet. Straight in. Straight in. Whiting, boom. Whiting, boom. Just load it up. I'm gonna eat all of this fish, not even joking. All right, salt that side. Little golden brown bits of goodness. That whiting is obviously the thinnest fillet, so that's coming off. That's going over there. Another one over here. Oh man, this is gonna fall apart in my mouth. It's got a couple of minutes. Tonight's dinner is gonna be this simple. Fresh fish. This fish is seriously half an hour ago was swimming around in the ocean. I'm gonna put it straight into this wrap. There's nothing going on this wrap except for fish. It's just a pure fish loaded wrap. Look at this. I'm just gonna eat that right there like that. There it is, a big juicy stuffed fish wrap. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that's so good. Doesn't even need anything in it. No, it's delicious. All right, you guys know the drill. I'm gonna neck the rest of that wrap. I'm gonna cook the rest of that fish. I'm gonna make a secondary wrap. And I'm gonna sit here, turn the tunes on, have a beer, and enjoy this life that we live. Make sure you guys tune in to the next episode, because what I think I'm gonna do is, or that'll probably be tomorrow morning, to be honest. Those spears that we harvested, or those spear shafts which we harvested this morning, I think tomorrow morning what I want to do is walk around, see if we can plug a couple of fish with those spears. And this is day one of many days out in the bush. Oysters for breakfast, fish wraps for dinner. Today was a bit of a grind, but it was the first day. From here, we're just heading north, and it's just gonna be easier and bigger and better. You can expect mud crabs, you can expect, just expect one hell of a good time. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys wanna see more, make sure you bang that subscribe button. If you wanna get your merch, boom, these dope shirts, fieldayshop.com, or just bang one of these buttons that pop up soon. Much love, doggies. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna get stuck into this food. I'm starving. See ya. There goes the GoPro straight in a bloody hole of water. Oh, that's a fish. That is a fish. That is a tiny fish. That is not dinner. Look at this.